I was having a relatively normal Wednesday, and then I happened to scroll upon this video.
The worst type of gamer, bro, is the who just plays story mode, my career games all day. Niggas never want to play with the guys. Niggas never want to play online, hop in that field, just sit and play story mode, play against the AI all day. Like, nigga, hop in that field, bro. I know you get old, bro. I can't stand it. Never trying to play with the guys. It's like, damn, bro, you think you too good? This be appearing offline for years, never join the party. And some niggas here online is still never join the party, so they really just don't give a fuck. Get on the game to play by themselves and play story mode. Like, I really just don't get that. Like, me personally, bro, I love competing, bro. I'm trying to play you in any game. I'm trying to go against you, play with you, play against you online. I'm a real compy gamer. Like, it's different from niggas like me. I'm a compy gamer. Some niggas are just story mode, my career gamers. And looking back at this, I guess that's okay. But it's just kind of weird, bro, because I feel like everybody should want to compete in the game and not just play against the AI all day.
Now, to some of y'all who have not seen people who think like this might be a little shocking or maybe a little bit ignorant, and an opinion I had heard a lot in the past before. Now, it made me think deeper about it. Is it just ignorant, or is there something a little deeper to it? And I really was able to come to the conclusion that it was just a little bit ignorant. And the reason I say it's ignorant is because I feel like this opinion really comes from a lack of understanding or actual appreciation for video games as a whole. To talk about this dude, I don't usually say like hateful stuff about people, but this time I'm gonna do it because I really feel like this whole take is dumb. First of all, he's trying to make fun of people for playing what they like to play. Twin, can you please just leave people alone? People gonna play what they want to play. Why does that bother you so much that somebody else is having fun doing what they want to do? Do you hear how you sound? That's like me going to a basketball park and being like, man, I can't believe this. Look at them over there having fun playing basketball. They should be over here playing football. What if they just like playing basketball, bro? Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Same way in this case. If somebody likes playing single player better than they do multiplayer, who are you to say that they are wrong for doing so? So now I gotta play what you want to play to make you happy when it's my game that I pay for? Absolutely not. Also, he talks about how his friends never join his chat and never talk to him while he's on the game or something like that. Bruh, have you ever sat and thought that just maybe your friends don't like you? Cause I ain't gonna lie, over the years, I've played a lot of single player games and I've still joined a party and talked to my friends. So maybe the problem is that you just actually don't have friends. And I can see why you don't have friends, because you think like this. I've really been a person who's fell victim to that type of scrutiny before, people making fun of me for playing whatever I wanted to play. And I can tell you, not only does it not feel good, at a certain point, it just gets annoying, bruh. I'm only going to explain to you that this is what I like to play so many times. And if I get in a party with you and all you are going to say the entire party is about how I won't play 2K or Madden with you, bruh, I'm not joining your party, bruh. Yes, I understand you think it's funny that I chose to play Sims, but guess what? I want to play Sims and I don't care how you feel about it. Sorry, I just had to talk about the guy for a little bit because honestly, bro, people like this make me so mad and I know how it made me feel. So I just wanted to tear him down a little bit just for me and probably all the other people who he has made feel a certain type of way too. But anyway, I feel like there actually is a deeper thought into this and why do some people feel this way? I feel like the main reason for this happening is because over the years, as video games have become more and more popular, there has been a divide between two different types of gamers, and that's the hardcore gamer and the casual. See, hardcore gamers could come in many different type of ways. They could be the people who play the game from sun up to sundown competitively, or they could be the people who are just into single player games and just log in a lot of hours. Me personally, I would consider myself probably a more hardcore gamer. I'm not super into competitive games, but I log a lot of hours into single player games. I'm talking about thousands of hours over the years. That's why earlier I felt so passionate about people making fun of people for playing whatever they want to play. Bro, I cannot stress to y'all enough, I heard that literally my whole life. First it was from my family, then it was from my friends as I got older. Nobody ever wanted to just let me be. To describe the casual gamer, I don't really feel like it's two different categories of a casual gamer. I feel like it's honestly just like a basic archetype of a casual gamer. And that is the person who usually only plays Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, GTA, maybe Fortnite, and thinks that anybody who plays anything outside of these games is weird. Now, like I alluded to earlier, I feel like the casual gamer has gotten a lot more popular recently, with gaming becoming more and more socially acceptable. Because when gaming first came out, gaming was super taboo. A lot of people, even me, aren't old enough to remember the days when they first came out, but video games were really looked at as something that was mainly just made for kids. So of course, if companies and people think that an entire industry is made for a specific demographic of people, it's going to be looked at completely different. Now in 2025, the average gamer is 30. I know a lot of people probably didn't know that, but yes, the average gamer is 30 years old. So it's looked at completely different by people. And the fact that it has become more widespread has again birthed all of these different types of opinions and outlooks on gaming as a whole. The more I thought about it and the more I looked deeply into it, I really feel like casual gamers don't understand that there are two different reasons why people play the game. And of course, in the grand scheme of things, there are more than two, but I kind of generalize them into these two different categories. There are people who play the game for competitiveness, and there are people who play the game for escapism. I feel like it's more common that for a lot of the time, casual people play games for competitiveness. Even if they play a single player game like Elden Ring, I feel like the competitive aspect of that is being able to actually get through the game and having the bragging rights to say that you did. I just use Elden Ring because it's a single player game that's pretty popular. And I feel like after Kai Cenat played it, it's been able to make its way into casual life a little bit more and think everything else is weird. I think a lot of the time it's easier for a hardcore gamer to understand that some people just like to play the game for a little bit of fun, to play with their friends for a little bit of competitiveness, and that might be all they desire out the game. And most of the time, people like me are completely fine with that. But the people on the opposite end of the spectrum almost dissociate from people who are hardcore gamers. And I think it's because of two words, and that is social acceptance. Even though video gaming is real popular, like I said before, I think it's still seen as really niche. And a lot of the time, people are still gonna see you as pretty dorky if you say that you really like playing the game. Trust me, I face it every day when I go into work and go into school and tell them about how much I love Cyberpunk. And I don't think people outright try to act rude to me when I talk about this type of stuff. They just kind of be like, do you know what Cyberpunk is? But take the same person and talk about GTA or 2K. I bet they know what that is. And I'm not saying that to say that any of these games are better than any of the others. I'm just saying that to say that I feel like that's the reason why a lot of the time casual people don't like to really associate themselves with those games. It's not easy breaking away from the trend and breaking away from what's seen as normal. And it's probably not like this in big cities or just, you know, progressive places. But where I'm from, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bro, if you say that your favorite game is Skyrim and Cyberpunk, people are going to look at you like you just told a pastor that you were an atheist. It's just not part of the culture in a lot of places, and a lot of people just don't understand it. And just like they have done in all of history, a lot of the time people make fun of and exile what they don't understand. I think it's a good thing for the gaming industry overall that gaming has gotten bigger, even enough to produce a casual fan. Now, does it cause some social dilemmas for some of the hardcore people? Yes, but I don't think there's anything that they can't deal with or haven't dealt with previously. Even though people made fun of me and said certain stuff about me playing certain games, it didn't make me want to go cry in the corner. Especially if you're playing a game and somebody's making fun of you for playing a certain type of game, even though they play games, you should have enough sense to know that they are being 100% a hypocrite. So it really shouldn't get to you that much. Honestly, I would say that I hope people's opinions on that change, but I don't think it's ever really going to merge. I don't think those two communities are ever going to merge together. I think for as long as video games are popular, there's going to be gamers who are on this side and gamers who are on this side. It's kind of like TV with entertainment. There's certain people who just like gangster shows and dramas and actions, and there's some people who like romantic movies and comedy. Now, the only difference with TV and movies and things of that nature is that usually somebody who likes comedy isn't going to make fun of you for liking horror. The more and more video games get socially accepted over time, I think it might eventually happen, but again, that's going to take time. Bruh, if you're a casual, or let me not even say that word to offend you, if you're a person who likes competitive games, please don't make fun of people if they like something else. We get it. You're so cool. You play 2K and GTA and you just shoot people on the game and pick up prostitutes. Do you want a round of applause? You're so cool. Bruh, you're not fooling anybody, bruh. You are a dork just like me. Me and you, We in the same boat. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Every little bit helps and every little bit is much appreciated. Thank you for tuning into the whole video. I hope I can see you next time.